Take your calculator right now, and by touching it in an appropriate way, two times, what do we say, 20? 85.00 something, yes? Oh, I forgot the 9.81. Hold on. I'm going to be right with you. 84.9187, something like that, yeah? All right, are we ready for this? So we press enter to begin. Launch angle, what do we say, 20? Whoops, 230. What'll it do? 84.9 is the range. The range is how far it's going to go. Yeah. This is good. Okay, are we ready for this? Launch speed, 36. Standing by. How far did it go? 84.8. So it's close, right? Yeah? Yeah. There we go. 1990 rules. That is 20 degrees. What's the other angle that should go that same distance? 70 should go. So let's just try that again. Launch angle 70 instead, right? 36. There we go, yeah. So the range is, again, the range is how far it goes. Yeah, it's just slightly off, right? So obviously, you know, the software in 1990 was, you know, a little rounding error there or something, right? Okay. And it missed the target. Isn't it bugging you that we're missing that target? Don't you want to hit that target? Yeah. Right? There they are over there, and they don't have our little thing that we're shooting, right? And they need that. Don't they need that? I think they do, right? Yeah, there they are over there, and they need, maybe we're sending them an aid parcel with like fruit roll-ups or something, right? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So now the question is, how do we hit them, right? How do we hit them? And that's what you're going to do next time, is I'm going to tell you how far it is away. You're going to adjust the angle so that you can hit them. Okay? So let's solve this for theta. Yeah? All right. Are you ready for this? I'm going to multiply both sides by g. On this side, we get Grange. I'm going to divide by v squared. Now we have Grange over v squared. That is sine 2 theta. What is the next step? Can't get rid of the 2 yet. Inverse sine, right? Okay? So sine minus 1. I'm doing algebra in a way you can't. Ha ha. Here we go. Now what do we do, Bobby? Get rid of the 2. Da-da-da. All right. This is our formula for the angle. So if you ever need to calculate what the angle is, why, there it is. Okay? So now let's try that with these numbers. Let's try to hit that target. Now, how far away is that target? Is it 197.7 meters? Yes, it is. So plug these numbers in. The range is 197.7. G is probably 9.81. I don't know what they programmed in, but we'll just use that. Our launch velocity is 36. Try it. Take your calculator and try that. Second sine, 9.8 times 197.7 divided by 36 squared, right parenthesis, divided by 2. You either get domain error, or my calculator is sort of suggesting that it's a pair of points. What does that mean? Is there any angle that we could do to launch our air rockets 197 meters? No, no angle will ever reach it. In fact, if we did the maximum range, 36 squared divided by 9.81, okay, is, the maximum range is 132. That's as far as it will go. So it's out of range. So if you get the domain error, it means it's too far. So let's do, I'm going to go second entry, second entry. Let's, instead of going 36, shall we launch at 45? So do the exact same thing, only now, instead of 36, let's try 45. I know that'll make it. right? So let's go back. I'm changing 36 to 45. Do you get 36.5 something degrees? Yeah? Hold on. I forgot the 9.81 again. Don't laugh at me. 36.64, do you get that? Yeah, here we go. Should we try it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so enter. Angle. It's like, there used to be this great game called Gorilla. It was on every Windows machine. I don't think they have it anymore. Now they've got like Tank or something where you can select the angle, right? And like trial and error, you try to hit the target. You can hit every time with this formula. Okay? It's like you will just walk up, well, let's just try a casual angle of 36.64. Yeah, go for it. Okay? Let's try a casual launch speed of 45. Boom. Yay. Go team, right? Let's try a different angle. What's the other angle that we'll hit with the same velocity?
90.
Yeah, minus 90. 53.36. So 53.36. Launch speed. There we go. Yeah, that's good, huh? And then, of course, you can also have fun. Second entry, second entry. What if we use a launch speed of, I'm going to try 85. Well, that's a real small angle. That's like 7.75. But that's not the fun one. Okay, watch this. Launch angle, 82.2. That's like almost straight up, right? Launch speed, 85. Right. Yeah, you can get it. It's just gone. Yeah. Okay. So that is challenge number 3. So in the Vernier lab, there's one of the challenges is to hit this thing. You can also, there's other ways to do it. Couldn't you solve this for V? We solved it for angle, right? It's simpler to solve for V, isn't it? Right. So if you're talented and gifted, try doing both. Try this formula. But remember, you got to pick a velocity big enough to hit the target, right? Okay. You can also solve it for V. You can also make the angle 45. What if you make the angle 45? Isn't it simple? Doesn't this term go away? Sine of twice 45 is 1, and then it's just range is V squared over G, right? So I don't care how you do it, but just hit the target that they give you, right? That's that challenge. And then let me show you the other challenges, okay? The other one that I want you to do is a cliff with no air resistance. Okay? So this cliff, and this is, we're just back to a cliff problem, right? This cliff is 100 meters tall. Guys, can we stop the private conversations? So much time, you'll have time to talk, but let's not talk now. Okay, so this cliff is 100 meters tall. There's a person over here that deeply wants an aid parcel. Yes? No trial and error. We're not going to like just sit there and like tweak the velocity by hand and hit the target like that. Let's assume that these people want to give us aid as much as we want to give them aid, right? And if we miss them with our aid parcel, they've got like a little aid parcel launcher built into their vehicle, and they'll just swivel that around and give us like aid like we just didn't know what was hitting us, right? Yeah? Like they're going to shoot fruit roll-ups at us and stuff like that, right? And there's just nothing we can do. So we've got to get them with the first aid parcel so that they'll be thankful to us, you know? Right? Yeah. No military, you know, references here, right? So there's the target. Let's hit the enter key. Let's see what they tell us. They're telling us that it's 115.2 meters over, right? So that's going to go, what you need to do for this is you need to make a horizontal vertical table, right? So SUVAT. This is going to be our, what is 115.2, right? This one's going to be, well, that's what we have to figure out, right? This guy's 0. This guy's negative 9.81. This is negative 100, right? This is 0 because it's a, and keep the launch angle. They'll let you tip the thing, but keep the launch angle level, right? Because it's otherwise it's a little bit too hard, right? Although you could, if you wanted to, and you're sufficiently talented and gifted, you could come up with a range equation that incorporates the height of the cliff, right? I would consider extra credit for that if you derive it yourself.